Do I have your permission to record your comments and post them on Dingle PTA's YouTube channel?
Yes.
Thank you. What is your race or ethnicity? It's okay to decline to state.
Hispanic.
What is your highest level of education? It's okay to decline to state.
I'll decline to it.
Okay. Does your family make more or less than $40,560 per year? It's okay to decline to state.
I'll decline it.
Okay. All right. How much annual income do you reasonably hope your child will earn as an adult?
For ideally independently, 80 to 100.
What else do you hope for in your child's life?
That they can really rely and have confidence in themselves and their personal and education learning. So that way they are just really freely independent of not wanting to satisfy anybody's needs but theirs, and for them to just truly find happiness in that. So, yeah.
Here's so much love. Thank you. What do you think of Dingle aiming to become a school with high academic performance?
I mean, that's really the goal for, I hope, every educator in the districts, to really aim for that high academic performance. I think there's a lot of obviously factors that get in the way of it, that some of them we can try and control and support, some of them we can't, but really it's just being able to become a real community with parents and the parents within, the teachers and everybody involved in the system to be able to support our child.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
You've seen a chart like this before, and Dingle elementary scores are here. So this is English scores. So we're very low for the percentage of students meeting or exceeding standards.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen this before. There's other schools in California that are also public schools that are doing, and similar demographically to Dingle, and doing so much better. If you imagine Dingle changing from its present state to a school like this,
Mm-hmm.
what comes to mind?
Just a lot of more, how do we say it? Feels just more security, a lot of more of like support and just feeling more trust that, they must be working in a community somehow. Something is working, that there's factors that if we're that similar, that maybe need to work on here. I don't exactly know from what is statistics, more of the investigation behind it of what's going on there that might be going on here. But if, we could achieve that, that would be amazing. And I would love to do anything and take part in anything to be able to get us through that piece, even independently as with whoever is surrounding peers of mine. Oh, yeah.
Have you received a group chart like this from your pediatrician?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to see, like, kind of foresee where they're going to be at. Like, my children, I did not expect them to be so tall. So that's the first thing that comes to mind when I see this.
And where were your children? It sounds like they were tall.
Yeah.
They were tall. Okay.
I heard everything in the 90 percentiles. So I was like, that's a big number. So, but it's comforting to hear that, that the weight, body, and all of that is healthy for them. So it definitely brings a lot of better peace of mind, makes me feel like a better parent, and that what I'm doing is working.
How easy was that chart to understand?
No, it's not easy. It's just because the doctor said.
Oh, the doctor said.
The doctor said this is what it means. I'm like, oh, okay. Good, because there's just lines and numbers to me.
Looking at this report card, is this 5th grade student at grade level in English?
It seems that they're kind of in a mix. I think they need some more strengths in some of the areas, but I wouldn't really be able to tell as an average. Like, what would it be? It looked like the first semester they were reporting period, they were kind of struggling, and they improved in some of the pieces. So there's growth.
And do you know what the numbers mean on report cards?
Well, just by seeing that, I come from a grade level of letters, not numbers. And I mean, I'm guessing the 4 would be our A's, A pluses. Oh no, well, I guess that is kind of different. Ours was numbers, but 10 was the advance, and here it's a 4. So I guess I would be a little alarmed cross culture that, like, I want to see 10s and I see 4s, but when it's broken down that way, I guess it's cross relatable. Same with as if it were letters when we see later on.
Do you know what does a 2 mean to you?
I guess it would be like a C minus if now from, experience from here, A, B's, and C's. A would be 4, B would be 3, C would be 2, and 1 would be D. But I guess and then seeing the not graded, that would be F. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. Just educational, I guess.
This is not a quiz.
Thank you. I'm horrible at them anyway. So
okay, looking at this iReady year-over-year chart, is this 5th grade student at grade level in English?
let's see. So 5th grade. So it's colored in, so I'm not really sure. It looks like M says grade level, and there's just MUH, which I don't know if that's below or above. So I don't know what that number would be, but it looks high on the scale, so it looks like they might be.
Nice.
Educational guesses again.
Yeah, no,
I thrive on educational guesses.
Yeah, no, that's really good. Okay. Has anyone explained or shown you what test scores and grade level mean as it relates to your child's future?
I mean, just really from the iReady, that if they're within that chart, they're doing good within that grade chart. That's really where it comes down to. I don't know how else to cross-reference it with, but, that's coming from that iReady. But I don't know how cross-referenced that is with the report card we saw and the other one with those 4s and all that. So I don't know how there hasn't been deeper understanding of that. If that's the same what they see on iReady versus what they see on the report card with the children. So I wouldn't know which one to trust. I don't know how they do evaluations to test the children and all of that. So I'm just taking words.
What action have you taken because of your child's grades, scores, or grade level information?
So from iReady, again, this is just where my information is from. I saw that parts of vocabulary was something that like they were lower on. It seemed that she was doing pretty well, but that one seemed like a lower score. Just really asking the teacher, what does this mean? What does it look like? And asking for resources for it. But I always just usually get the same answer. And I've been hearing it from parents of just like, oh, just have them read more. I'm like, okay. So,
And did you get any resources?
no.
Okay. If your child's teacher said that your child is capable of being at grade level, the school cannot do it, and your child needs your help, what would you do?
I would go towards family members that might have some resources for it. I would seek libraries to see what their tutoring looks like. That would be more really my resources due to income. I can't really pay private tutors or pay extra apps or anything like that than I already have. So, but if it were to come, I would.
Mm-hmm. Have you attended parent training sessions offered by the district?
So I attended the iReady one, which kind of explained to us like what it was and what it looked like and how it was like a parent view of it. And then I attended years ago a compassionate parent one, and that one was pretty interesting. I like this is when my stepchildren were in school age. And I did like that one. I think they brought someone out from somewhere and they got us books and we got to take them home and did homework. So I like that one. And really, I haven't attended any of the other ones. Mm-hmm. No, I hear about them, but I haven't actually I don't know if they're timely set out the information so that we can actually attend to that. But yeah.
So you've seen the announcements come out about them.
Sometimes I just kind of hear like the promesa and stuff like that, but I don't really know what it means or what it go to. I get text messages because again now my like high schooler kid, she has like going to college and what A through G is and stuff like that, but or like the immigration ones to like feel safe. I've seen the videos of that, but that's about it. But it feels, I don't know. I'm somebody who needs to have a connection to feel motivated to like go and like really feel like is it going to be worthwhile of the time because we're all short on time and I want to make sure it's something effective for my family and for my children.
Does anything come to mind that would be like, yes, that would be valuable? That would be a good use of your time. Does anything come to your mind?
So I feel like I hear a lot of like the morale of students is low, that there's a lot of behavior issues. I think maybe like a workshop or something to support the parents or a way of how parents and children can like work together because it seems that like that seems to be a recurring issue. And I know it's not this school only, I think it's a world issue, but I don't know from previous generations or my generation how that was handled, but that seems to be something really impacting for teachers and educators, leaders, and all of that. And I think really we're coming together as a community of the understanding of it. I've seen just kind of like how they talk about the expectations and, in the assembly, they say, oh, let's be respectful and kind and all of that. But I don't know how do they support that? Like how do they show that throughout the day? How do the children know how to be? What does that mean like to them? Like what's those characteristics and sorts? So just kind of a little bit of more, be more like together with like the culture in the school. But yeah. Yeah. I guess that was a lot. I don't know if that answered the question, but
You did, yeah. What would you like others to know about you and your challenges helping your child's reading, writing, or speaking?
I think I've been really blessed with my child that she really has a big love for the learning, and I think a lot of it. I think she's young, this is her first school year. She's a kinder, but I think she really loves her teacher. I think she really feels supported by her teacher, and that has helped her grow. But also me bugging the teacher a lot, how did she do? And one day she shared with me that, my child didn't want to try to read instead, and I just happened to have been in the classroom and saw that the other children were doing different things, which is fine. I like not having to intimidate the children by like pushing them because they can get overwhelmed over it. But that helped for me to see like, oh, I can bring confidence to my child and telling her that it's okay for her to try it, that it's good, that sometimes we want to do the things that are easy, but when we do the things that are harder, it just gives herself an opportunity to be able to grow. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. And here, I'll stop the recording.
Yeah, yes.